Moving to a new country is already tough, but trying to start a business from zero with no connections and no idea where to begin, that's a different type of challenge. When I moved to Europe, I literally had nothing. No network, no one to give me advice. Just me, my modest skills, and a decision. Either I make this work or I go back home broke. And trust me, the struggle was real. I had no clue how the market worked actually here. No one knew me, no one gives a fuck about me. I tried to reach out to people when I was trying to land my first client, but nobody ever replied. I wasn't just trying to build a business, I was just trying to prove to myself that I belonged here. There were some days I questioned everything. Why I came here? Did I make the wrong move? Should I get back home? And then I gave up first time and I decided to search for a regular job. It took me around 4 months until I landed my first job in Amazon.
How much did they first pay you to give up on your dreams?
27 grand a year.
Then 2 years later, I really couldn't keep fighting for my earlier dream. I'm a person who values freedom, and who captivate my freedom, I really cannot tolerate it. I think like anyone. And I also knew one thing inside of me. I didn't come this far to play small. So I started to develop a strategy how to quit the rat race. I know it wasn't easy at all, but I had to find a way. Even if I would work my ass off in the beginning, doing 3 jobs or even 4 as I did, just to make sure that I have a financial base that I can rely on before I quit the 9-to-5 job. And actually this is what I did. I started to work an Uber driver in the night. And then in the morning, I work in Amazon. And in the weekend, I was working online as an Arabic-English translator for a Czech company. And finally, whenever there is an opportunity, sometimes I was doing photography for restaurants for free, just to create some portfolio and make some connections. It was long days. I lost weight. I was like Christian Bale in the Machinist movie. But then with some resilience, and I continued, I got fucked up. Later, everything changed. I started to grow my business as a photographer. I started to be known in the city right here in Bratislava. And somehow with the Amazon salary plus the photography, I started to feel quite better when it comes to the financial coverage. So I decided to quit the first job, which is that time Uber, because it was the most tiring job to keep driving all night long. Then I worked another year with the same concept, but I added one new service, which is graphic design. I started to learn it. I already have a little background, but I never ever had a course or attended design school or anything like that. YouTube was my friend at that time, and then creating very simple flyers and brochures and stuff like that. And then the graphic design step by step started also to be good, because I started to upsell to my photographer's client graphic design as well. And I started to do for them menus, business cards, very simple tasks. When I started to be alright and clients start to refer client, I quit the second job, which is the translator. Then 6 more months and I started really to have a perfect balance. The amount that I'm earning from my side business, which is the photography and graphic design that time, became equal my Amazon salary. Once I reached that level, ciao bambino. I quit my Amazon job right away. I had some little savings. I went for a quick Euro trip around like 6-7 countries just to shut down and make a space between the rat race and the new life that's waiting for me. I came back from the Euro trip. I went all in my business. And then I made myself one promise that starting from this year, every year I will learn a new skill. And I will add up on the previous 2 skills that I have already learned. And while doing that, I will keep upselling every new skill I learn to the customers and clients base that I already started building back then. And actually it worked. 2018, I started to learn motion graphics, also from YouTube. Between 2018 and 19, I started also to learn video, how to shoot video, what are the fundamentals and basics, and all I learned again from internet. I started to shoot videos, and again I started to upsell to the same clients of photography and graphic design that I do for them videos as well. Then COVID started to hit, and that was a transformational point in my life. When COVID started, I started to learn e-commerce and how to build e-shops. And at the same time, my photography and video jobs of course stopped because of the lockdown. So I had to go all in creating e-shops and e-stores. And in the same time, I launched my first company, which called Minerva Visuals. Minerva Visuals' main service was focused on branding, design, and finally e-shops and e-stores. And it was perfect timing, really, to start to build e-shops and focus on the product, because that time it was COVID and literally all businesses wanted to get themselves exposed online, because that's the only way they can survive, because there was a lockdown, all shops were closed and they will not be able to sell their products. Within the first 6 months of COVID, we were able to generate 60,000 euros. And then we started to grab the attention of some interesting potential partners that joined our venture later. And with their great mindset in business and in the IT sector, they would even a reason to elevate the revenue by 120K and above. And that was the first time in my life that I reached 6 figures.
And I'm not talking about this. I'm talking about this. Money doesn't just buy you a better life, better food, better cars, better pussy. It also makes you a better person. You can give generously to the church or political party of your choice. You can save the fucking spotted owl with money.
Later, unfortunately, a little conflict happened between me and these partners, and we had to split. And I've been left with 2 choices. Either to take Minerva Visuals, the brand that I built, my dream that I built from scratch, and leave for my partner the team that we have built together, so he will take the team and I take the company back, or the vice versa, and I chose my Minerva Visuals. Then I took my profit share from this money and then I reinvested it in another agency, but this time that focusing only on IT services, building web applications and websites with a subscription-based model. In addition to, I entered also the marketing game. I'm talking about Web 25. Now tell me this, my friends. What is the biggest challenge you are facing in starting your new business today? Drop a comment below. I would love to hear your story. Thank you and have a magnificent day.